You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Oh, I gotta take a second to acknowledge that, Saheed. Shout out Kelsey Mitchell, man. She is playing team basketball. Her and Caitlin Clark looked like a dominant backcourt last night. This was the first time that I've seen them look like a cohesive backcourt that complemented one another. Caitlin found Mitchell every time she was open. Mitchell consistently worked off ball, moved around, cut to the basket. She was rewarded, man. Mitchell has to be re-signed. I think she's proven it. She's playing for the bag right now. But she absolutely has to be re-signed. The Fever have to re-sign her. That was the most efficient 28-piece we've seen her have all year. If she's going to buy into the team mentality and the product and compliment Caitlin and make shots and make things easier and be that efficient scorer, they've got to re-sign Kelsey Mitchell. Right, guys? They got to re-sign Kelsey Mitchell. There's nobody else on this roster that does what she does, man. I mean, that is a lot of production you're going to have to replace. You're going to have to find another number one option. Like, Mitchell is going to get paid one way or another, but she was incredible in that game. Hot from three, great shots, didn't force, wasn't just out there jacking, just pulling shots just to pull. Like, really, really played within the flow of the offense and found her shots within the flow of the offense. We've seen her in the past shoot them out of games. We've seen her in the past take extremely tough shots and overlook passing options. I mean, I absolutely think Kelsey Mitchell has to be re-signed next year. There's no way. There's no way. And if they don't re-sign her, Golden State needs to throw her a major bag. Because she has proven to be one of the best scorers and one of the best ISO players. An all-star caliber talent as we've seen. She was incredible, man. I was blown away. I was so impressed with Kelsey Mitchell, man. I just got to say, she was sensational. She was sensational. They have to re-sign her. I think they should add Gabby Williams as well. If you're looking ahead at free agent, you know, Sabali has to be somebody that you look at. Dejanay Carrington maybe, but you gotta re-sign Kelsey Mitchell. And, I mean, honestly, let Erica Wheeler walk. Let Christy Wallace walk. That is a lot of cap space you can clear up to throw that bag at Kelsey Mitchell and another free agent. But, yeah, I think they're taking 5 steps backward. They're setting themselves back years if they do not re-sign Kelsey Mitchell. I gotta say, man, I was blown away. This was the first time that it felt like she was a complimentary piece and they looked like a cohesive backcourt. The chemistry, the Olympic break may have benefited the Fever more than any team in the league. They came out and looked completely different. Re-sign Kelsey, get a free agent, go after Odyssey Sims, go after Gabby Williams. Odyssey Sims was averaging like 17 a game and still got cut. She could immediately be a spark plug off the bench for the Fever, man. They definitely need to look at Odyssey Sims. There's a lot of pieces out there where it feels like the Fever are a couple pieces away from being a true contender, and they could get that done in free agency. They are looking like a tough out, and if you don't score points, you might not beat this team, man. And if you're one of the top seeds, you don't want to see them in the in the first round necessarily, man. I'm just saying. But yes, Mitchell was incredible. I hope she continues to play team basketball and buy into that team system. I hope she continues to find her shots within the offense. I hope she continues to trust Caitlin to get her the ball and make life easier for her. That is my spill on Kelsey Mitchell and why the Fever absolutely have to re-sign her. It seems like, man, she could have one foot out the door, but they cannot let her walk. It will set this franchise back unless they have a replacement already in mind. Yeah, Rika is a bucket. She is a bucket. The best scorer in the league, in my opinion, from the perimeter. Brandon, want me to tell you why I think Caitlin had a rough start and whatnot? New state. All she knew was home, new teammates. Her Iowa teammates were more than they were like family. Yeah. It's a tough adjustment. It's a tough adjustment for anybody, definitely. She looks comfortable now. She looks a lot more comfortable. Look like she got some practice time in with teammates. She's been in the lab. She's been in the film room. She looks like a different player, y'all. The Fever, yeah. I mean, we've said it multiple times. Coach Side's got the keys to a Ferrari. All she got to do is not crash it. That's it. Just don't crash it. Predictions. King got his predictions in. Predictions for Seattle versus the Fever, man. Seattle gave them the business before. The sky's good, but they not my Fever. Oh, 85-83. Tight ball game. Predictions. Does Caitlin Clark get another double-double tomorrow? Do we see her tie Courtney Vandersloot's record for double doubles tomorrow for a guard?